lose that weight.
I'm gonna start developing deep relationships.
I'm gonna tone up.
I'm gonna be the person with confidence at work.
I'm gonna fit in those skinny jeans.
I'm gonna be out there playing with my kids instead of watching them without me.
I'm gonna have more energy.
And I'm gonna finally feel like I deserve the love from my husband. Okay guys, so here's the deal. Willpower versus why power. I'm here to tell you that willpower is a crock. For real. Willpower, the connotation of itself means you're pitting your will against something that's hard, an obstacle, something that's stopping you. Whereas why power gives you a reason to get around. Willpower, well, some of those things are you want to lose weight, you want to get fit, you want to get healthy, you want to tone up. But those aren't emotional reasons to continue when things get tough. Now this applies to all of life, but we're gonna apply it to fitness. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I'm not gonna mention her name, she might actually be watching this video, and when we first started talking, she told me that she wanted to lose 50 pounds. And I said, great, awesome, tell me what losing those 50 pounds would mean, what it would help you do. And she told me that she would be able to have more confidence in work because she trains for her company, and she feels like she's not able to really get the messages across because she is very self-conscious of her weight, and she feels like people are paying more attention to that than taking her seriously about the training that she's giving. And I said, okay, but obviously that hasn't been strong enough because she still had 50 pounds to lose. So I asked her a little bit more about some of the things that she'd be able to do day to day that would be different if she lost 50 pounds. And she talked about how she would be able to play with her kids. Her kids are very active in soccer and baseball and cheerleading. And she was always the one sitting on the sidelines. And she would cheer, and super, super awesome mom, but she was never able to get out there and practice and play with her kids. She sat on the front porch on the steps and watched as their kids played. And she said that that would mean so much to her to be able to have the energy to get out there and to run around with a soccer ball and to play with her kids and help her daughter learn backflips and things like that, things that she actually did when she was a kid. I said, okay, well, we're getting a little bit deeper. Tell me a little bit more about your support that you have. Well, what does your husband say? And that's when she broke down and started crying, because she said that when they were first married, they were very active, hiking, biking, horseback riding, and they made a lot of memories. And they go through the albums and all the pictures, and they talk about the way things used to be. And she says that because of her weight, she's felt very self-conscious. She hasn't felt comfortable in front of her husband. She feels like the relationship has come to a halt, that it's not as deep as it used to be. And granted, with kids, it's always hard anyway, but she said that she felt like they've lost something. And she was actually very, very scared with the way their marriage was going, that it wasn't going to continue. And she was very scared of losing that relationship with her husband. And she desperately wanted it back because she felt her weight got in the way, and she didn't feel like she was living up to her end of the deal, her end of the bargain when they made their vows. Okay, so willpower. I need to lose 50 pounds versus why power. I don't feel like I am living up to the bargain to my husband. I'm afraid of losing him. My kids are playing without me, and I don't feel confident in my job. When she hits a difficult day, when she doesn't want to push play, when she is having such a stressful day, all she wants to do is stop and grab some junk food, which one do you think is going to help hold her accountable and get her through that obstacle? The willpower of losing weight? That hasn't worked for many, many years. But attaching it to an emotion, playing with her kids, having the confidence at work, and finally reconnecting with her husband and rekindling a relationship that she felt has died. Well, I'm happy to say she has gone on to lose those 50 pounds, and she is rocking an awesome family lifestyle. It's kind of the same thing with Kevin and I. We used to have very, very real fitness goals. And it's when we brought our family into it. That's why you see our kids in our videos, because we have such a huge why to make this be a lifestyle that they learn, and we want to be the examples for them. So I can't sleep in and miss a workout and then tell Scooter to go after and do what he's meant to do if I'm not being the example to him. So find your why power. Find your reason for getting through the obstacles that have kept you from your goals for so long. Find the emotional attachment that is going to drive you no matter what happens that day to do what you committed to do. I promise you, why power will help you bust down any wall in front of you.